Well, greetings and salutations. This is Rob. I hope you're all having a great morning. Uh, I don't know why I've done this. It's 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm at the allotment. Right, what did I do the other day? Right, I come down here Friday. It's now focus. That's it. It's now Sunday morning. Come down on and get a good bit of work done, then go home and have a lazy afternoon ready for work. You may notice I have started to empty the fire pit, hence why it's all covered over. What I've done, I've put some of the ash in the raised bed. I'm not too sure whether that was a strategic move or moment of madness, but onwards. Place is looking pretty muddy and pretty grim still, but there you go. Pondering new ideas for the shed and the water butt round the back. So anyway, that's not what this video is about. Right, today, whilst I'm down here, I'm gonna fix the unit in the shed, and I'm also forgot what else I was going to do. Might have a go at digging this again, I don't know. We've not had any any drizzle or anything. It's a bit dewy this morning, but it's sort of like to be expected, you know, a winter morning. So I might have a bash at digging that over and play through. It's currently about 20 to 8. I need to be at home by about 12, half 12, something like that. So, oh, the other thing, I pulled the courgettes up. Now, I've been told, I don't know how reliable the source was that told me. I suppose really I should have researched it. It's best to leave the root system in, but take the plant away. So everything above ground goes, everything below ground stays. And apparently what it does is it builds a better, because the root system doesn't stop growing apparently on courgettes. I don't know how true that is. So where the roots will be getting ready for next year, and then as soon as they're ready, they'll grow up in their own time. What I'll do, I'll put a bit of manure or fertiliser of some sort on it. Probably sometimes I fill that up. I'm dreading to think how much that is going to cost to fill. I really am. I mean, all these 1 tonne bags are going to cost a pretty penny to fill. So, anyway, it's a bit of a thing, that, financing the allotment. I've worked out over the last couple of months, it really isn't a cheap hobby. So I mean, not all the equipment, you know, like spades, forks, your actual plot, your shed if you want one, greenhouse, and all the gubbins to go with it, it works out quite expensive to do. Now, if it's one of them things, it swings and roundabouts. Although the initial outlay to get your plot started is expensive, over years, where you work with a plot and that, you know, if you can take home a freezer full of peas, to fill your freezer with like shop bought peas, for example, you know, what you save on the actual product, you spend on the tools and that. But I think if you do it over a good few years, I think it works out a lot cheaper. Also, I mean, the quality as well. I mean, what you buy in the shops, you don't know where it's been stored, you don't know how long it's been stored, you don't know when it was actually processed, you don't know what's in it, and all that sort of thing. Anyway, right, I'm starting to ramble. I'm going to go into depth with that whole topic in due time. I don't know when, but it'll be interesting to see some comments on that. Oh, the other thing, the other day I meant to come down and sort out the extension on the greenhouse. Found out I've only got 4 of the corner poles, so I could do it and have a small extension or a standalone greenhouse. I don't know. The annoying thing is I moved everything to clear the area, and then when I didn't have enough parts, I thought, sod it, I'll bring the other raised beds up. Anyway, right, I'm going to disappear. I shall report back when I leave here today. Right then, people, it's now about 9:30, 9:45. I've basically been pottering about in the shed. Got a couple of little... Oh, I'm going back indoors, it's a bit windy out here. Like I said, I've been pottering in the shed. It's not that I haven't got anything to do outside, it's just my priority at the minute is stuff in the shed. Right, what I've done today, the mounting for the bench, I've screwed that on both sides, and you may have just seen it, I was trying to hide it, I just put a little shelf up. Same sort of principle as the bench. What I've done, so I'm getting to grips with this camera. Bracket on the wall, screwed to the wall, then this, wherever we are, this is screwed in to it, and then I've just put a leg in for support. So, I mean, it's not difficult. Really, I've been after a shelf of some sort up there because I get so much stuff on this worktop, and every time I want to do something, I've got to move something to do it. So now, if I can keep stuff up there... got a bird on the roof. If I can keep stuff on the shelf, then I haven't got that issue. No, bird's gone now. Oh well. The only thing is, I've just noticed I've gone straight through the wall with one of the screws. I don't think you can see it. It's right down the back, but it's well out of the way. Right, I shall crack on. I'm going to do either a coffee or a soup now. All decisions. My life is so difficult down here at the allotment. So, onward! Oh, 'tis me again. Right, been a bit more productive in the shed, more productive than I'd have hoped, but little things that need doing at the minute. So let me take you in and we'll have a look. What I've done, I've put another shelf in. It's another one I've been intending to do for a little while. Purely and simply to get stuff off the floor. It's this one. And I've also put a proper leg on, where are we? This unit. Screwed it in, screwed the leg to it. It's pretty solid. I knelt because like that unit is screwed to the back wall and that, and it's screwed to this new bench which is screwed to that wall. It is solid. I would laugh if I did this and it all fell to pieces, but look, there's no movement at all, so I'm really happy with that. The only thing is it wasn't a resounding success. I probably shouldn't admit. What an idiot. What I did, right, I've just worked this out, hence why I put the camera on now. What I did, when I put the side screws in, there's a drawer here, right, and what I've done, where I've put the screws in, I went right the way in, I don't know whether you can see it, and I actually drilled the drawer shut. Earlier, I took this drawer out and drilled through like the bottom of this bench onto that beam, and basically I got the screw stuck in such a way it wouldn't come out and it wouldn't go in any further, which meant to put that drawer back in I've had to cut a tiny little nick out of the side. Anyway, right, before we have any more catastrophes, I think I ought to pack up. No, I've got a couple of bits I want to get done. Yeah, that's about it for the time being. I might attempt digging. I've got about 2 hours left up here, so I might crack on with a couple of little bits. But there you go. I don't know whether I covered this in the last video. Hung the pan up. Also hung up my sieve and that. Hold on, if I left anything? I am. The only thing It's a bit of a nightmare. That unit isn't 100% level. It's... if you put a ball on it, it would roll. But it wouldn't sort of fly off, sort of thing. It slightly dips to that back corner. Now, the problem being, if I put this in at the same angle, it would have been fine. But what's happened, I put that in level. So it meant, that this bench, basically it would rock. Because where it's level on that end, put any weight in this corner, it'd tip the whole thing. So what I've had to do, I've had to prop the back corner up slightly by putting a little wedge under there, but it seems it's held out, it's all secure, so I'm more than happy. Right, anyway, this is going to be a very long video, the longest I've done yet, I think. So I'm going to let you go, and... Sorry, I just thought I heard a noise. Sorry, I just fell out the door. Yeah, it's going to be quite a long video today. Got a fair bit done in the shed. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do today. I'm not sure if I can be asked. Might leave it till next weekend, hope for better weather. I was hoping to get a bit done on the greenhouse. What I might do, if I do that, I'll put some pictures on the end of this video. So I've just got to work out ways and means of doing it. Anyway, right. Been quite industrious today. To summarise, got the shelf in, started putting stuff on, screwed the bench in, put the shelf up at the back. Attempted a bit of digging, it's too wet still. What I have done is I've propped the tank up and then dug out a little hole. So I haven't peed down it, I spilled water down there earlier. Where it was on its side, it's been laying on its side most of the day. And that's about it. I've measured the greenhouse roof, ready to start doing that sometime soon. TTFN, thanks for watching.